What's up guys, hope you're doing well. Today we'll have another look into the Chainlink price chart because we have some updates on our price targets right here. The first one is this one right here, 29.95 until the 5th of September. The second and bigger one is 32.17 until the 24th of October. And I would say we are starting with the smaller price target, this one, because this is on the edge of invalidation. And let me explain a little bit further. So with each price target, we have two invalidation points. The first one is the price invalidation. In this case, this is this one right here. So we came very close, but even if we touch it, this is not directly an invalidation. The invalidation happens if the price or if the daily candle is closing below this level, then we have an invalidation. And also we have the time invalidation, and that is when the second half of the rectangle is starting, that then we want to be back in the rectangle or above the breakout level, however you want to call it. And in case that is not happening, then we have a 90% chance of not hitting the price target. And when I'm talking about not hitting the price target, I'm talking about not hitting the price target within the mentioned time. So these price targets here are always linked to a time target. And if we are invalidating this either with the price or with the time, then we have a 90% likelihood of not reaching this price target in the mentioned time. And this time for Chainlink and this price target is tomorrow. That means it is getting very close and we have a nice bounce so far, but to keep this price target here alive, we need more follow through. We need tomorrow, we need to close the daily candle above 25.11. Let's give it a little bit more room. Let's say 25.20. So we want to see the daily candle close above this level. And let's also talk about right now what happens if we do not do that, because I know that we all have the tendency in our minds that something is more dramatic than it actually is. So let me show you what would happen if we would not get the desired daily candle close for tomorrow. Then this price target would be invalidated, and let's just play it through right here. So let's say we make a little bit higher, but then we are going back to the downside, maybe bouncing around, and then at some point yeah, here the price is going backwards as it seems. So then at some point we are moving higher and then we are making the breakout again, and at some point we will go higher above the recent high. And then that is actually the interesting part, is that then we have our new price target, because this correction right here with a breakout gives us a new price target and also a new time target, and therefore probably we can narrow down the time window for the bigger price target right here, because let's just simply draw this right here, put this on top. You can see this would be even a higher price target, but then we also have a smaller time window. So that would actually not be bad. But you know, of course, also the bullish move has to happen. Currently, we don't have any confirmation yet, so we are waiting for a confirmation. This could be break of the resistance, retest, and then higher. Or also, of course, the highest confirmation is if we are making a new high. But also on the other side, I want to also give you a warning signal that has showed up right here. Where is my RSI? There it is. Because currently we have a bearish divergence. You can see this right here from this high to the recent high. And in the RSI, we can see that we are moving lower right here. That normally means that the trend is losing momentum and strength. That is just a warning signal. That is no it's over signal. A lot of things can happen. It can happen that we are doing the correction, then we are making the next move higher and we're getting an invalidation of the bearish divergence. It can also be that we are ignoring the bearish divergence if we are just continuing to move higher and also gaining back momentum. So this is a warning signal that we should be aware of, but it's no KO signal. So that doesn't mean it's over and we are going back down to the lows that we made in June and April. That is not what it means, but I just want to make you aware that currently we have a bearish divergence on the daily chart in Chainlink right here. Therefore, I have to say that currently I do not trust the bounce that we currently have. So for me personally, I have a tendency that this price target right here will likely be invalidated. As I said, that's not bad or something. That just means we are not going here until the mentioned time window, but potentially we will make another drop, go to another support level. You can see right here they are drawn in the chart. So we have the next one is this one, 22.68, then we have 21.57, then we also have the trend line right here. So we have several support levels right here, and potentially we will also visit some of them. And I'm saying this because all of the reasons that I have just showed you. Also another reason is that we had a lot of up and down right here, and that is normally also a sign of a weakening trend. And I think that this correction here is probably not enough to already make a higher high. And then normally what happens is that we have a correction with another leg to the downside, some sideways action, and then we are moving higher. And that is something that I also expect. So with the sideways range, you know, that's always something optional, but I expect that this right now is not it. And we also have to take into account that Chainlink is one of the strongest performers. So while the market has suffered, Chainlink has made new high, new high, new high, while the rest of the market was attempting to make a new high, failing, going back to the downside, not doing much. And in this time, Chainlink has performed very well, and therefore I see a higher likelihood that Chainlink right now is taking a break, is gaining some strength, and then we are moving higher. The question is, at which support level will we bounce? Where is the bottom? And you know, if there are any updates on this, you know, I will upload a new video, so make sure to subscribe so you won't miss this. And also in the end, I want to say that regarding the bigger price target, at the moment, I don't see any problems right here. You know, we have time until the 24th of October to hit this price target. We have time until the 20th of September to go back in here above 25.10. So this is just 40, let's say 40 pennies away from where we are currently. So this is not that hard to gain, even if we are doing another leg to the downside right here. So let's say we are making another leg to the downside right here, and then we are moving higher, then we are still back in the rectangle in the time window that we need. But as I said, currently just speculation. In case there should be any updates, you know that I will do another update video on this. That is what we are currently seeing. So we are basically waiting for the candle close of tomorrow to see if this price target right here will be invalidated. Then we are looking at the support levels, and then we are waiting for a new price target and a new time window to narrow down when potentially we will reach this higher price target of 32.17. And in case you have any questions left or any other cryptos that are in the top 100 where you want me to have a look at, feel free to post them down in the comments. That's it for this video. See you in the next one. Bye bye.